Hello everyone, welcome back to YouTube channel MJ Manjari. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be particularly helpful for all class 12th students out there gearing up for their board exam. The CBSE class 12th physical education board exam will held on Monday, March 17. Explore the most repeated previous year question for class 12 physical education board exam. This revision along with simple tips will assist student in smart exam preparation. So grab your notebook and let's get started. For chapter 1, management of sporting event. Question 1, what is planning and what are the objective of planning, or explain the objective of planning. 2. Briefly explain the function of directing and controlling to organize sports event. Question 3. Explain why any two function of marketing committee before and during the sports competition. Question 4. Write down the role of various committees post tournament. 5th. Define intramural. 6th. Define extramural. Question 7th. What is health run? Question 8. What is run for fun? Question 9. Define extramural, write it objective and principle. Question 10. Explain the meaning of specific sports program. Write it contribution for society. Question 11. Briefly explain the objective of intramural tournament. Question 12. Write down the activities for intramural tournament. Question 13. Write down the importance of extramural tournament. Now let's see chapter number 2, Women and Children in Sports. Question 1. Explain the symptom and corrective measure of cirrhosis. 2. Discuss about the female athlete's trait. Question 3. Enlist any 4 corrective measure for knock-knee. Question 4. What are the advantage of physical exercise for children and adults of 5 to 17 years of age? Question 5. Suggest some physical activity for 1 to 2 years of children. Question 6. Enlist or suggest physical activity for the children of 3 to 4 years of age. Question 7. Mention the symptom, causes and corrective measures of knock-knee. Question 8. Discuss the symptom, cause and corrective measure of flat feet, scoliosis, bow leg. Question 11. Explain the reason for women to have less participation in sports. Question 12. Elucidate the step to improve participation of women in sports and games. Question 13. What do you mean by female trait? Explain the cause of it. Question 14. Explain the form of eating disorder associated with distorted body image. Chapter 3. Yoga as preventive measure for lifestyle disease. Question 1. State any 4 benefit of Kapalbhati. Question 2. Describe the procedure and any 2 benefit of Pranmuktasan. Question 3. List down any 4 asanas used for prevention of hypertension. Explain the procedure and contradiction of any one of them with the help of stick diagram. Question 4. Explain the procedure of Tadasan. Question 5. Explain the procedure of Pavanmuktasan. Question 6. Write any 2 benefit of Gomukhasan. Question 7. State 2 contradiction of Tadasan. Now let's see chapter number 4. In relation to the picture, answer the following. Logo shown in picture dash refer to Special Olympic. B. Who was the founder of Special Olympic? C. How many countries participated in first Paralympic Games in Rome, Italy in 1960? The motto of Paralympic is dash. Question 2. Describe some organization promoting adaptive sports. Question 3. Explain the concept of inclusion. Question 4. Explain any 3 strategies to make physical activity accessible for children with special need. Question 5. What is the difference between classification and division in disability sports? Question 6. Describe maximum effort rule used in Special Olympics. Question 7. Explain the advantage of physical activity for children with special need. Now let's see from chapter 5, Sports and Nutrition. Question 1. Mention 5 pitfalls in dieting. Question 2. Explain balanced diet and its function in our body. Question 3. Write the function of vitamin D and vitamin K and mention their source. Question 4. List down 2 source and 2 function of protein. Question 5, write importance of protein for our body. Question 6, write difference between simple and complex carbohydrate. Question 7, write briefly about minerals as important nutritive component. Question 8, explain the role of any two macronutrition in our body. Question 9, explain fat soluble and water soluble vitamin and their source. Question 10, what do you understand by non-nutrient component of diet? Explain the importance of any two such component. Question 11, what is BMI? Calculate BMI of a child whose weight is 72 kg and height 1.68 meters. Question 12, differentiate between macro and micronutrient. Question 13, how food tolerance is treated? What are symptoms? Explain in brief. Question 14, describe myth of dieting. Now let's see from chapter 6, test and measurement in sports. Question 1, explain the procedure of 6-minute walk test. Question 2, describe the method of sit and reach test. Question 3, explain the procedure for administering any 3 test item of Rickley and Jones test. Question 4, Rudra is working on a project to collect data for assessing physical fitness among senior citizens at his residential complex. He planned to administer tests for assessing lower body flexibility, upper body flexibility, and lower body strength. List the test he should conduct and also explain in detail the procedure of its administration along with the scoring system. Question 5, list down the test item of Rickley and Jones fitness test and explain the procedure of any one. Question 6, illustrate the procedure to measure speed, agility, and balance of a senior citizen. Question 7, explain the procedure for administering chair sit and reach test and chair stand test in detail. Question 8, what is BMI? Calculate BMI of child whose weight is 72 kg and height is 1.68 meter. Question 9, make a table of test item listed under fitness test by SAI, age group 9 to 18 year, along with the objective of conducting them. Explain the administration of any one of them. Now let's see from chapter 7, physiology and injuries in sports. Elaborate physiological factor determining endurance and strength. Question 2, enlist the classification of sports injury. Question 3, elaborate the effect of exercise on size of hurt. Question 4, explain the physiological factor determining strength and speed. Question 5, create a flow chart for common sports injuries while enlisting the subpart. Question 6, list any 4 changes happening in muscular system due to exercise. Question 7, create a flow chart to explain classification of sports injury. Question 8, discuss physiological factor determining speed. Question number 9, what type of fracture is known as green stick fracture? Question 10, on the basis of physiological parameter, mention any 2 gender difference. Question 11, what type of sports injury is known as strain? Question 12, what do you mean by soft tissue injury? Question 13, what are the effects of exercise on respiration system? Write in detail. Question 14, what is the effect of exercise on cardiorespiratory system and muscular system? Question 15, explain any 2 physiological factor help in determining endurance. Question 16, explain any 2 type of soft tissue injury with the help of example. Question 17, explain any 2 physiological factor determining strength. Question 18, briefly explain any 2 factor determining endurance. Question number 19, elucidate any 4 type of fracture. Question 20, allocate any 6 effect of exercise on muscular system. Now let's see for chapter 8, biomechanics and sports. Question 1, a high jumper can jump higher off a solid surface because it opposes his or her body with as much force as he or she is able to generate. This example refers to which law of motion? Question 2, explain the various factors affecting projectile trajectory. Question 3, with the suitable example, explain the application of Newton's law in sports. Question 4, what are the various types of friction How is friction advantages or disadvantages in the field of games and sports? Explain with suitable example. Question 5, define projectile. Question 6, define friction in sports. Question 7, state Newton's law of motion and explain the implication in sports of your choice. Question 8, define projectile and explain any two factor affecting projectile with the help of example from sports. Question number 9, what is friction? Write the advantage and disadvantage of friction by giving suitable example from sports. Now let's see chapter number 9, psychology and sports. Question number 1, describe the type of personality. Question 2, explain the Jung classification of personalities. Question 3, explain briefly the two type of aggression. Question 4, explain aggression in sports. Discuss the role of aggression in context to its type. Question 5, enlist the big five theory of personality and describe any three of them while comparing their characteristic. Question 6, explain any three personality type of big five theory. Question 7, define aggression. Discuss any two type of aggression. Question 8, what are the personality trait according to big five theory. Question 9, what do you understand by goal setting? Question 10, how can we enhance the sports performance with the help of self-talk and self-esteem? Explain. List down any 4 benefits of self-talk by athletes in sports. Make a table explaining any 3 personality from Big 5 theory and their characteristics. Now let's see from last chapter, chapter 10, training in sports. Question 1, define endurance. Describe fartlek training method. Explain the type of coordinative ability. Explain any 3 type of coordinative ability. Explain fartlek training method along with its advantage. Question 6, explain the method to improve flexibility with the help of example. Define explosive strength with the help of example. Question 8, what is the meaning of isotonic method and it is used for developing which ability? What are the silent features of fartlek training method? Define flexibility and method to develop flexibility. List down any 4 advantages of fartlek training method. Define flexibility along with its type. Explain any 2 methods used to develop flexibility. Define flexibility and list down its type. Define strength and explain any 2 methods to develop it. And there you have it for the most repeated previous year question in physical education for your class 12 board exam. Remember, consistent revision, practicing sample paper and solving previous year question paper are key to performing well. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Best of luck with your exam and I will see you in the next video. Happy studying.